we were actually watching a video yesterday about a person who purchased a home. This was in Canada. It was a TikTok we saw yesterday. They purchased a home in Canada for about 2 million or just over 2 million. And now those same properties are going for like 1.7. And so that is a person who, bought at the height of the market, and this was a new construction. So they had seen that the prices in that neighborhood went down precipitously in just 1 year.
Right. So you talk about the pre-construction sales and the risk that's tied to pre-construction sales. When you're buying new construction properties that are not in established neighborhoods. So one of the beautiful things about Fairfax County is that most of Fairfax County is already developed. So you really only find the new construction that's around established communities. So there's little to no risk associated with that transaction, because you could easily say if somebody would buy here, then they'll buy over there. But then when you go out to Loudoun, when you go out to Prince William County, and Prince William County either off of 66, like in the Gainesville area, or down off of 95, and like Dumfries has some land left that is undeveloped, you're kind of making a bet that this is going to work out, right? Now, new construction, you're only putting a deposit down at the beginning of the process, but you are contractually obligated to complete the transaction if you meet the financing requirements. So I can definitely see how some people believe that the builders should adjust their price, because I think that was the main gist of the article, is that since prices have decreased in this particular article or this part of Canada, the builder should share the loss. But these same people, a lot of them were speculators. They wouldn't have shared the profit with the builder in the event that the builder, if they made a windfall, right? So I think it just, it's risky when it comes to new construction, especially when new construction is not around existing properties, or if it's not in an established community. There's actually some new construction in Kingstown. There's 3 new construction sites around the Kingstown area. And those are really going to be safer bets for those individuals, because Kingstown has a lot of cachet to it already. It's an established community, and it's already been proven that people want to live around this area, so there's less risk. But if you go into parts of Stafford County has this new development complex called Embry Mills. And Embry Mills it's a large collection of homes. They're still developing out there. There's a certain level of risk tied to those properties, just because it's not proven that people with $1 million, which they do have some $1 million homes out there, are really going to want to live in Stafford for an extended period of time. And it's really not the person who moves in that is the issue, or that's going to be confronted with the issue. It's them trying to replace themselves with somebody in
when
the
they want to do
future.
the resale. And so I think that we see that a little bit in Fairfax County as well, not so much in larger planned developments like Kingstown, but when we see these townhouses or single family homes that are built on small slivers of land, like when you see these developments of maybe 10 to 12 properties.
Right.
That's where I think we see those people have trouble in the future selling. If you recall, there was a new development maybe 5 or 6 years ago that went up behind some older townhomes just off the Parkway. You have to pass all these very small older townhomes to get to them, and then huge 3-level brand new 2-car garage townhomes are put up, but you have to kind of go through this smaller older neighborhood to get to it, and it's only a collection of, I don't know, maybe 40 or so homes. And I think we see people have issues selling those, because again, it was great when it was brand new, but you have to think about when you're going to resell it. It's not new anymore. Once you've lived in it, it's not new anymore. And so then you're essentially going up against all the other resales, which again, we see that with single family homes that are kind of just thrown up, maybe a collection. I don't even think it's 10 homes. And you have these single family homes, but there's no community. And so you're going up against other homes that may not be as new as yours, but they're in that same price point because they're a part of an actual community with more comps, with more amenities, and also just more of a true community feel.